everyone. Today's video is going to be pretty short and sweet, but I got a couple of new Jelly Roll pens, so I'm going to do some drawing with them and share my thoughts about them. Hi, welcome to Voiceover, Maddie. I recorded audio with this clip, but it turned out really bad, so I'm just going to re-record it right now. Here I'm just talking about the two new pens I got, which are the Sakura Jelly Roll 05 and the Jelly Roll in Metallic Gold. I'm comparing the size right now, so I already owned this one, which is the Jelly Roll in size 08. And when I made this drawing, the Pillars of Creation, I mentioned that it was really hard to get used to because the 08 is so much bigger than what I'm usually used to drawing with. And in that video, I had wondered if they made a smaller size in the white Jelly Roll pen, which they do, and it's the 05, which is one of the new ones I got to try. Yep, right there. And I think you'll see I'm holding up the micron size 02 just to compare that even though the 05 is a lot smaller, it's still bigger than the pens I usually use for dot work. The Metallic Gold is larger than a 05. I think it's closer to the size of the 08. And it's not my first time drawing with these pens. I made a reel video on Instagram, I think last weekend, where I drew this little one of my pet snake Jezero with the new 05 pen and the Metallic Gold. I liked it. It was a really good test run, but I wanted to go a little bit more in depth today, draw a little more with the pens to get used to them. And in the video where I drew Jez, I didn't really give my thoughts. So in this one, I'll go through kind of a recap after I'm done drawing. So I have a piece of scratch paper here, and I've got kind of a simple drawing laid out of an orchid that I'll be coloring in. But first, just to kind of see how the pens look, I go through each one and do a few marks. So this is the 08, so the one I already had and the one I drew the Pillars of Creation with. It's pretty thick, pretty opaque, and I do a few dots with it also, just as kind of a reference. So that's what that one looks like. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with the 05. Obviously it's smaller, the lines it makes are a lot thinner. I also think that it's a little less opaque, so it's not really gonna be good for covering a lot up. There's how it looks dotting with it as well. And it is a 05, so usually when I do dot work drawings with micron pen, I use something in between a 02 and a 005. So a 05 is still considerably bigger than what I usually use, but compared to the 08, they're a lot smaller and more familiar to me. There's the Metallic Gold one. It draws really nicely, it flows really well. It's really opaque also, but it colors in super nicely, goes really smooth. Yep, it's about the same size as the 08, a little bit thicker. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this flower for a little while. I'm probably going to time-lapse this one just because it'll take me a minute, but I'll be back after with a recap. Okay, so that was about 10 minutes of drawing, and you'll have noticed that I did not finish the flower. It wasn't gonna happen. This is how far I got, and usually 10 minutes would get me a lot farther. Dot work takes a long time, but not quite that long. And you probably could tell I ended up having to make a lot of scratch marks just because the white ink kept getting stuck in the pen, which I know in my the video where I drew this one, I mentioned that the white ink gets stuck in this pen too. However, I definitely realized that it was even more of a problem with the smaller size pen tip, which makes sense. It's frustrating for me just because I'm so used to microns where that's just not a problem. And it's not the pen's fault, absolutely. I'm not using it the way that it's really intended to be used. But it is something that's frustrating, so I'm not sure if I'll ever end up using the small one for a larger scale drawing. I could probably attempt to do something about this size if I could convince myself to be really patient with it. But yeah, that's that. It's good to know. The gold one I'm still really happy with. I didn't try it out for dot work just because I don't foresee a situation in which I would ever do gold dot work, but the gold one flows really easy. Oh, let me hold it up to the camera. Hopefully you guys can see. It's really pretty, really shimmery. I probably would just use it for kind of smaller details like I did in this one, maybe some sort of outline or gold detailing. But yeah, I do really like them. I really like the way that the dot work with the small pen looks. It's just not super effective to use. But that's that. Overall, happy I got them, happy I tried them. One more thing I wanted to kind of talk about in this video was, let me grab them. One more thing I kind of wanted to talk about in this video was, I'm a little bit nervous to talk about it, I don't know why, but I've been working on turning some of my drawings into stickers. This one I posted on my Instagram. It's like a little flower sticker, split, sticky on the back. And then I also made one more of them into a drawing, or I also made one more of my drawings into a sticker, and it's this moon one. Will it focus? Maybe if I cover my face. Maybe not. But yeah, I made a couple of my drawings into stickers, kind of just for fun, and also because I'm thinking about at some point opening up some sort of shop situation and putting them up for sale. We'll see. If I do end up doing that, I'll make sure to let you guys know. I'll probably make a video about it, but most of you that are watching this probably know me in real life, so you'll probably hear about it anyway. But yeah, just a small update and my thoughts on the Jelly Roll pens. But thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.